good to see you. Good to see you, fellas. Good to see you, man. Look, we know why we're here, and by the way, let me just remind you guys, whether you're watching this night and day, thank you guys for joining me on this amazing talk. We're gonna talk about Breath of the Wild, but not Breath of the Wild. We're gonna talk about the sequel. And about the sequel, the legend itself. Now, before I get started, I have to say the sequel is gonna get the treatment that Majora's Mask got. If you look into those games, Ocarina, Majora's Mask, they're both similar. They both have the similar UI, similar weapons. I would say Majora's Mask kind of like it uses more of its and I'm falling to my death. Uses more of its masks and all that. That's the ability. It's masks, and that's one of the difference. Differentiate itself from that to be Dark Link. We're gonna just be scaring people. It's gonna be, but we're gonna start off and just, talk about what I've seen, pretty sure what you all have seen of the trailer. I literally been waiting for game and just show you a bit of Death Mountain. Maybe see the view. Make sure we don't burn ourselves. But look, I have to say, what I've seen, pretty impressed. Now, do I agree with the price? With $70? Not really. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I am still hoping for some for me, I've always been into the underwater exploration in any Zelda game. And look, I like what I've seen so far. It feels very RPG-ish now, the new Zelda game. From what we've seen, you're able to customize your weapons, vehicles, and stuff like that. And I don't know exactly if that's enough to make the game feel game-changing, to be different. But look at this. We are riding around, seeing Death Mountain at its finest. We are about to get annihilated by this. We're gonna be like just burning soon. Gonna be like, hearing the. I wonder if hot springs attack you in this game or burn you if you're not wearing the. Even a hot spring that I'm heading to. I don't know what that is. Could be a hot spring, but we see a guardian. Hate those things. Now I'm thankful we don't have to deal with no guardian in Tears of the Kingdom. I think the heal for a bit. The conine. I don't remember exactly what they call them. But the zonines. There it goes. The zonines. Okay, as you can tell, I kind of took my head out of the ball game, or took my eyes out for a bit, and I'm gonna get a sip of coffee. But I got destroyed by one of them robotic, stuff. But anyway, the Zonine, right? I think those are better. Those are cooler. The whole Zonine parts, you get like able to customize your vehicles, stuff like that. It feels like a fun. Playground. It feels fun. It feels very RPG-ish. There's more to do. It's not like this where Breath of the Wild felt more like a hunter, I guess. You were hunting around, and let's go to Lake Hylia. Let's embark on the Great Lake Hylia. The iconic Lake Hylia, man. We got, and it's gonna feel exactly like. There's more to do. Like Breath of the Wild felt more like, okay, you want to hunt, right? You want to go hunting, you can hunt. You want to You wanna jump on the deer or ride a deer. I even did not know you can jump on bears and you can use them as horses. You want to do little stuff like that. You want to customize your horse, you could do that. It's very much into this wild feel. Just like the name. Yes, Breath of the Wild. But you know what? We're not gonna talk about that. We are not gonna talk about what's been talked about. What we're gonna talk about is what seems to be on the minds of every folks that want to know, and that is, are we getting the dungeons? Are we getting massive dungeons that we can explore on? Is that gonna be a thing? I'm curious to know if we are gonna get that. Are we gonna get the themes like water dungeon, fire dungeon, sand dungeon, or are we getting dungeons in the sky? I mean, from what I've seen in the trailer, you're gonna be able to navigate through the sky through this like floating machine that you're gonna have to, I guess, add rockets to it to take you to the A to B. It's interesting, It's interesting. It's kind of like more like Skyward Sword, where you use your loft wing or one of your birds, and then they take you up there, and then you can kind of glide. You can go to this island, to the other island, floating islands, and it seems fun, because like even falling off now, you're gonna be able to glide around the sky, so it's not just gonna be like, it'll be pretty awkward like in this game where you're just falling down and you're not even looking around where you're going. You're just falling down falling down to the depths of hell. It's not gonna be like that, but and get you, and these stupid things, I don't know what they are, but I just took the bananas and got all that. For those of you who still, I'm still trying to figure out the Koroks, but I'll show you a bit of give you a little bit tips. So up there, there's like a Koroks up there floating. If you light up the two torches across each other, you get that Koroks, but that's if you have not encountered that. But you're just, the one thing, Lake Hylia has always been, the bridge of Lake Hylia has always been unique. I always found interesting in this place. I'm hoping if they do have underwater exploration, is if they could bring back this like going underwater, because it really would matter in this situation if you want to go to the Lake Hylia. What we saw, the three-headed dragons, how cool it'd be if once you get through them, you're able to, they have like a water temple or a trial that you have to do, and then with the sacred tears, and then you have to go down and fight the water enemy, go underwater and get to the dungeon. Like that to me is and only by going through water you can get there, there's no other way. That to me is what I hope we get, because we have like, there's a couple ways, like they introduce, it's like you can't swim in a game where you have literally jumped into a water bubble that we've seen in the trailers, and you're inside it as if you're swimming, or when you ascend up a building and it shows a little animation of him swinging his legs swimming up there, then I don't know why you can't swim. I don't understand it. I feel like there has to be a new power that you can swim on that they haven't showed us. And I mean, I'm happy for the whole exploring the sky area and all that. I'm just I'm all for that idea, but I still want to know, is it like, I mean, they brought back Koroks are back in the game, Koroks are back, so as you know, they made the return to the game, and I'm happy. You know, I expected maybe a Skull Kids reunion. You know what I mean? But I'm happy. You know, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if that's saying though. Skull Kids are not gonna be in the game. The deal with these Guardians. Fucking hate these Guardians. I'm gonna run off them. If only I could just destroy them. You know. If they were in the next game, you know, I've seen Link. He's carrying that like choo choo fire, and just throwing it at him like the choo choo ice, and that's gonna be interesting. Cause if they brought back bomb flowers, it's like either it's cool how there's different ways you can do it. You can just use a choo choo fire, or you can just stick to the classic bonfire. I prefer fire as much as I like the bonfire, because the fire I'll just burn them completely, you know. And if I miss with the bomb, it's not the fire is not going to spread through their bodies to kill them. But yeah, like, it's just, I mean, look at this game. Just tell me, look at this game. Does this game need, do we need to come back to this amazing Hyrule? You know, yes, there's a lot. That's why I want water underwater exploration, because there's a lot that we haven't explored in the waters in this map. You know, the castle, for example, we can't go into the castle unless you want to go to the boss fight. You know, and in the next game, I've seen some clips where you're in the castle and it looks like brand new, and maybe you can go in there early on and you can explore in there, you know, because look, the castle is an iconic location, just like Lake Hylia, just like Goron, Death Mountain. It deserves to be visited in the game, and it deserves to have people in the game, the villagers, or we call them like Hylians. It deserves that. Okay, and it deserves to have rubies everywhere, and it deserves to have oranges and grapefruits that you can go in there and eat from, you know. And get away from me, Lizalfos. You go take a hike, buddy. You know, and it deserves that. Okay, take a hike, buddy. Alright, stole your stuff, but now, you know, and it deserves to have that. It deserves to have that. It deserves to, like, how cool would it be, like, you're able to go into the castle early on in the game, and you're able to do, like, little errands and stuff like that, and you can go to the inside of it, and it's like Breath of the Wild, they had its own map, you know, when you get to the castle. I mean, that is what I want, you know, that is what I'm hoping for, and I think a lot of people are hoping for. Because in this game, obviously, people who played it, you had to battle these dark goop things that were annoying, and you couldn't, and they had like these that were watching over the castle. You basically had to infiltrate the castle to kill them, and it's not fair. And it's something that I'm hoping the Tears of the Kingdom. Because hey, look, this game, you know, as a fan, you know, I'm hoping the best of it. Now let's get down to the Lost Woods. I want the Lost Woods. Hopefully, I want the Lost Woods. You know, you're able to explore. You're able to explore in the Lost Woods. Now, hopefully, they bring them back and they make it more bigger, and it's not surrounded by a lake. You know, I hope it has a bunch of trees near it, or maybe they put it up in the sky that you can go to, and then you're able to just say they get lost like in the other ones, but they can't. So they surprise you with having Skull Kids that will attack you. You know, if you go there, and then they're defending the Deku Tree, but then the Deku Tree is like, hey, no, do not attack. You know, do not attack. You know, the Link does no harm to you, and then you're able to, like, they have like its own dungeon. But how interesting would this be, right? You don't have Skull Kids throughout the game, but there's a dungeon in the Lost Woods that only Skull Kids reside in, and you gotta, you know, and they're like one of the enemies of the temple. That would be sick. I'm down for that. And Pose, what about Pose in Kakariko Village? Pose, you know, having near the cemetery, they appear and attack you. That's one thing I would love. I think that'd be unique, interesting. Bring that back, you know. And then, look, I'm saying $70, it's worth it from what I've seen in the trailer. You know, having interviews, having abilities, you know, having newer enemies, having a new world in the sky. You know, being able to create what you want, the Ultra Hand and all that's unique. But I wouldn't put it up for $50, maybe, because 70. Now they didn't show us, but if we do get a trailer that shows dungeons, shows a bit of underwater, it shows newer enemy, like we've seen the new enemies. Okay, I'm already happy with the new enemies, but if they showed like the part of like the new side missions, like new collectibles besides the Koroks, and I'll be like, okay, maybe this game could be that price. But you know, meantime, it's just, oh, it's okay. I couldn't find any food. Oh no, I made a mistake trying to climb that thing. That's what I was trying to get to. But yeah, that's what all I wanted to talk about. I'm happy, you know. And Gerudo Desert, from what I've seen in the trailers, you know, it looks good. The Gerudo Desert, it looks amazing. It's good. I'm hoping, you know, that they have like their own castle or something that they have like the imprisoned people in, like they had in Ocarina. I hope that they have something like that, and then you gotta free some of the people, and then trying to get out the castle. It's gonna be hard. It's like a maze. How cool would that be in Gerudo Desert? Like they have their own. It's a desert part. They have a castle. You know, gotta leave the castle, but it's easy to. I can just imagine just seeing the trailer. Don't get me wrong. I like it. I like what I've seen in gameplay. I like it. I like the way the UI looks when, you know, and having, you know, the recipes there. They show you how to make them early on without you having to look it up. It's there, you know. It's really unique. You know, I love the little islands, the little puzzles. That's cool, you know. I'm just hoping we do see some gameplay of a dungeon, because I've seen the gameplay where you got near this green thing, and it kind of, you did like this little puzzle, and then you little green light, and then you had to rotate the thing, and then it was more to it, and to me that seems exciting. I don't know if those are smaller dungeons. Maybe those are smaller dungeons, and then there's bigger dungeons. You know, maybe those are like side missions dungeons, and then they all have bigger side mission dungeons, something like that. And I'm also hoping that the Zonine, the Zoras, or the Zonine, I forgot, or the Zonans, not Zoras, they have, in this game, you know, they have it all exposed, but I'm hoping they have it more underwater, like they're, like they have more of their underwater, like their hometown, you know, and yeah, and just the Goron Death Mountain, having Death Mountain literally in like a mime as their city would be more better. I do like how they had in Breath of the Wild, but it just felt kind of like, I don't know, I like it better covered up. If they're gonna be, you know, a race that eat rocks, and it should be underground in Death Mountain, the volcano and all that. That'd be cool. How cool would that be if they're in the volcano under there, and then you walk in a Death Mountain, go under a cave, and you see the Goron's hometown, and there's lava falling through the cave, and it just looks so. You can see the steam, the heat of the volcano. Viewers chilling there. That is, hopefully they're able to, you know, refresh that. that'd be great. But it'd be great. That'd be great. But other than that, take care, guys. Thanks for listening to what this man had to say. You're drinking coffee, whatever. Just enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. It's the best.